For today's craft, you will need an empty toilet paper or paper towel roll, a rubber band, 2 pieces of tissue paper, one yellow and one a darker color like purple or dark blue, and one thumbtack or safety pin. Hello, bonjour, and tanse everyone. My name is Pearl and welcome back to another virtual Sunday school. I'm so excited you decided to join me today because we haven't seen each other in 2 weeks. Christmas came and went and it's now the new year, woohoo, 2022. Today, I'm excited that you've joined me because we are reading another story. Now, this story happens during the first Christmas. So 2 weeks ago, we read a story about Mary and little baby Jesus. And today, it's a story that happens on that same night, but it follows 3 people called Magi instead. So let's get reading. A long time ago, some wise people called Magi were looking up at the stars. "Look," said one of the Magi, "there's a star I've never seen before." "It's so bright, it almost makes the other stars seem dim," said another. "I think the stars are showing us that someone special has been born. Let's find out who that is. Let's follow the light of the star. Then we might find this special child," said the third. And so the wise Magi gathered together the most special gifts they could find. First, they chose a bright, shining gold. Then they chose some frankincense, and it smelled wonderful, all spicy and fragrant. And finally, they chose myrrh, which is a wonderful, sweet-smelling lotion. The Magi packed up the gifts, and they packed up some food and water and some other supplies, and they set off. They rested during the daytime, and they traveled at night so they could find the star. When the sun went down and the stars came out, they could see the one bright, shining star pointing the way. For many days, the Magi rested, and for many nights, they followed this shining star. Finally, the Magi arrived at Jerusalem. At once they went to the palace of King Herod. They said to him, "The stars tell us about a special child. Do you know where we can find this child?" King Herod was worried. He was worried that this special child might try to be king instead of him. He told the Magi, "My helpers tell me that the child is in Bethlehem. After you have found him, come and tell me where. Then I will go and visit too." The Magi set out again and followed the star. Soon it stopped over a house. Who do you think the Magi found inside the house? They found Mary and Joseph and little baby Jesus. The Magi rejoiced that they had found the child. They knelt and they gave little Jesus their gifts, the gold, the frankincense, and the myrrh. When the Magi lay down to sleep that night, they had a dream. And the dream told them not to tell King Herod where little Jesus was. So the next morning, they went home a different way to avoid Jerusalem. I wonder why it might be dangerous for the Magi to tell Herod where Jesus was. What do you think? It might be just a puzzle. We may never know. Well, I liked that story a lot. I think it was really cool how they rested during the day and walked at night so they could see all the stars. In fact, today, the stars is what has inspired the craft I have for you all. So let's all go to the craft corner and I'll show you what we're doing today. Come on. Welcome back to the craft table, everyone. I am so excited to have you here with me today because we are doing a wonderful little craft. We are making a star catcher. Now, after our story today about the 3 men who followed the stars to get to little baby Jesus, I thought it would be really cool to make our own little stars. And what we want to do first is we want to take our paper towel or empty toilet paper tube, and this is just a cardboard cylinder. So you can make this out of cardboard if you'd like, or if you already have one like I do, you can use it. And we're going to take our tissue paper, we're going to take our darker color, and this can be something like black or dark blue. I have a dark purple here. You kind of want it to look like the night sky. So black would be good, or dark blue. And we're gonna put it over top of our paper towel holder. So it's gonna look a little bit like this, and we wanna make sure that the top is as flat as possible. So using our hands, we wanna make sure that's a flat top. And we are going to secure it with a rubber band. Couple of twists around to make sure that's nice and secure. And I actually have 2 rubber bands here, and you will need 2 of them for this craft. So now, once you've taken your darker color tissue paper, you can take your little push pin or safety pin. I have a little push pin here, and you're going to poke a few holes in this. Now you want to be careful not to rip it too much, but you're just going to take your pin and poke a few holes, and you can make some holes bigger by kind of poking it a couple times. You can do it however you like, but you're going to make some holes all over the top of your darker color of tissue paper. Okay, now you should have a few holes in there, just like this. And some of them are big and some of them are small. And then what you want to do is you want to take your lighter color of tissue paper. I chose yellow, and you could either do yellow or white. And you're going to put that over top of everything. And again, you want to smush it down, make sure it's nice and flat. You're going to take your second rubber band, and you are just going to secure that in place. So now you should have your yellow piece of tissue paper over top your purple or whatever colors you're using. And on the inside, it should look something like this. And you can see it won't really work very well because I'm facing a table, but if you look into your hole, you can see a whole bunch of stars that you've made. And this works much better when you hold it up to the light. So let's do that. So we have a window here, and we're going to take our star catcher and hold it up to the window. And if you get really close, you can see that with the light shining in, all of our little holes look like stars. So you can take your star catcher and you can hold it up to your eye as you look into the sky, and you can do some little stargazing during the day. I am so happy I got to make this with you today. I had so much fun reading that story, and I will have so much fun looking through my star catcher to see all of the little stars we made. And I hope you had a lot of fun too, and you can put this on your nightstand so you can look out the window and see real stars if you want. And I'm going to put it right over there behind me. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I hope you had so much fun, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And remember, God loves you very much, and you should love yourself too. Bye-bye.